From ballroom to boardroom, 3 steps in the right direction. Now, most of you are no doubt wondering what on earth these two things have anything to do with each other. I mean, ballroom dancing is passionate, it's fiery, and the boardroom, well, typically it's a little more intense. I mean, it's kind of more along the lines of this. Part of the empire, formality, all those different things. And so, when we're preparing for that, we're training for it, we can go and we can do public speaking classes or things along those lines. But really, those are difficult. You get up, 45 seconds, here we go, and then that's it. But so why dance? Well, most of the things that make you successful in business and as a business presenter carry over in the ballroom dancing. Now, granted, they seem a lot different, but in reality, they're very similar and they're very close. So why not dance and have fun learning what you're doing? Presence. Ballroom dance is all about presence. And let's face it, what we're saying, there's only a small portion of that that's verbal. The vast majority of it is nonverbal. In fact, 85% of communication is nonverbal. And that's an incredible amount. And that's really what ballroom dancing is all about. Because nonverbal communication is basically the essence of ballroom. You get out there and you're not talking, you're not presenting, you're speaking with your body. And that's what makes it really exciting. It's a wonderful training tool. Look at this couple. They may be a couple, or they may not even know each other. They may have just met and walked out on the stage. Life is nonverbal. So when you can do this, imagine how you can perform in an office environment or in a social environment or any type of setting along those lines. That becomes an incredible opportunity because it allows you to really become familiar with the most difficult aspects of a presentation. Build that confidence, build that presence, build all of those elements in a very exciting, fun, energetic sort of way. And it really does come down to confidence. Because let's face it, when you get out there, you're going to sell something a lot better when you're confident about the material and you're confident about what you're doing. And ballroom dance is all about taking on that persona, building that presence, and really, making that statement with your body. And that's what makes it really exciting. Here, I'm just standing still, but I'm making all sorts of statements with my body. And when you learn how to do this with a complete stranger or a friend, then when it comes to meeting somebody out in the ballroom or in the boardroom, or even now after this when you're socializing, that becomes a lot easier, a lot funner. And business people, they talk about how important that handshake is. Just squeeze the life out of their hand. Well, there's so much more to it. And how you carry yourself, how you step, what your presence says about you, how confident you are, and how comfortable you are with proximity. Because let's face it, I'm 6'3" and I have a huge space bubble. So doing something like this is absolutely terrifying. Even going out and shaking somebody's hand, also incredibly difficult. And it's that proximity, that closeness, that connection. So when you learn to take on this persona, when you learn to embrace this with a complete stranger, then it makes it that much easier to go out and do it with strangers, with business contacts, with business associates. Obviously, you're not going to try that with Bob from accounting. But it's very important that you hone these skills. And honing those skills, it's all about dancing socially. Because when you go out and dance socially, you'll dance 30, 40 times over the course of one lone evening. And that's incredible because every one of those, you're going up, you're introducing yourself, you're meeting people, and you're saying, what's your name? Where are you from? How long have you been dancing? And then you go out and together you present. And you present for everybody else on the dance floor, you present for your partner, and you do all of those different things, which then you can take and you're subconsciously honing skills, which then translate into the business environment and the boardroom. Remember that each dance is a micro-relationship. That's a 30-second, 40-second, 3, 4, 5-minute relationship that you've just honed and developed. And you get to do that, and you're having fun. And that beats a public speaking class or Toastmasters where you only get 30, 40 seconds any day of the week, in my opinion. I started ballroom dancing 5 years ago, took it up, had no idea that there were going to be all these side benefits. I got into it. It was something, it helped me kind of establish my coordination. I was tall, lanky, really awkward. And all of that really, really helped through dance. And as a mergers and acquisitions analyst, I'm in that boardroom environment and I have to perform. And ballroom dance is really what helped me build that confidence so that I could go on and I could be successful professionally. I highly encourage you all to go out and try ballroom dancing. I put up some Ballroom in the Boardroom that has a couple tips and has a bunch of places where you can go out and you can dance socially. It's cheap, you can walk in off the street without knowing anything and give it a go. So please, go dance, have fun, you've been a wonderful audience. Thank you all very much.